All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Ideal Me. My name is Lamar Whitby, and today our guest is Miss Amber Hicks. Amber is a clinical mental health counseling student. She'll be done in a few months. So, yeah, check her out. And for some odd reason, she likes to skydive. Um, Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was honestly one day I literally was like, I want to go skydiving. I want like the best experience of a lifetime. And so I asked my parents about it. And so they helped me to skydive, and it's actually quite costly. If you want like the whole entire experience with the pictures, the videos, all of that.
Right.
And so I booked a ticket and I did it. And it was honestly the most amazing experience ever. You don't get the butterflies that you get when you go on roller coasters. It literally feels like you're just flying on the air. It was amazing and blissful because of the views that you get.
I take your word for it. I take your word for it. So you being a clinical mental health counseling student, like why did you choose that path?
Honestly, for one personal experience on what I experienced throughout counseling when I decided to go see a therapist, and two, to kind of help our people, Black people, people of color, people that live in low SES neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and just kind of be a voice for them, honestly.
Okay. Okay. So you did go to counseling before, like prior to.
Yeah, I've been to counseling twice, and I'm currently in counseling now. The first two times, I will admit, probably weren't the best for me, and this time is probably one of the best experiences I've had.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I go twice a month, so I got to work my stuff out.
Yeah,
Got to work my
it's
stuff out.
important. It's important.
It is. It is. It is. So what prompted you to go?
Well, for starters, the first time I was sexually assaulted back when I was 14. And so that was kind of my parents just, I don't want to say just throwing me out there, but they didn't really know what to do. So they did that. And with that, she stopped about two sessions in. She basically stated that she didn't believe that I really needed counseling. I don't know if it was because I wasn't showing signs or symptoms of being traumatized, or if she just didn't want to deal with me. But I stopped there. And then the second time, I kind of stopped going because I didn't really have a connection with the counselor at the time. Um, and then this time, honestly, is like I said, it's one of the best experiences I've had. I feel like I'm being heard. I feel like I'm being seen. And my counselor's just doing a really good job all around with helping me kind of heal and kind of put pieces together of my story.
So you said she really didn't feel like you needed it.
The first one, yeah. I was 14 at the time my sexual assault happened, and I went about maybe 3 weeks after.
Okay.
Um, and so what had happened was just in the middle of the second session, she was like, "We're gonna stop sessions here. I'm not gonna continue seeing you." She put it as if she felt as if I was fine, and that I didn't really have much, like not a lot had to be done for me.
Okay.
And so that's just where it ended there.
Do you think we can actually, because as a culture, stereotypically, we don't go to counseling, right? We don't talk about that. So do you think we can do that to ourselves? Like we
What do
can
you mean?
say, okay, I don't necessarily show signs of anxiety or depression or trauma, that sort of thing. Like that's what we're telling ourselves.
I think so, honestly, because a lot of people within the Black community, and I will agree that we're doing a lot better now, but back from when I was like 14, and honestly, some still now, we normalize a lot of stuff that probably shouldn't be normalized.
Mm.
And so, with us normalizing it, we don't believe that we need to go seek help. We think that it's, like I said, normal. So, you don't go and seek out for help because you're used to it because you live it every single day.
Yeah, yeah. What would you what would you share with those young men or women who have been through a similar situation? Even those who many of us we've been many of us people in our communities like have been sexually assaulted, right? but have yet to seek some sort of guidance or counseling therapy. So what would you say to those
God,
individuals?
that's hard. But honestly, it sounds cliche, but to go seek and get help if you feel like help is needed. And even if you can't, I guess, afford to go to counseling or afford to get counseling services, reach out to someone and at least talk to people. I mean, I know there's plenty of sexual assault hotline numbers that you can go to, you can call, and you can just talk to them, because I think for most people, talking it out is the most important part. But
Right.
also with that, you kind of do have to make sure that you are ready to talk about it and you are ready to tell your story. Because I think with me, just by telling my story as many times as I did, it was always like a hit, a hit, a hit. And I wasn't ready for the healing process.
Right.
So everything that came after that was just, I don't want to say it was horrible. It was tough, and it was tough to deal with. And you need to make sure that you have a very good support system surrounded around you in order to help you with that.
Okay. What you said, very good support system. What does that look like?
Well, it it's different for everybody. I think for me, my partner, he is very good for me. Whenever I'm kind of, I mean, yeah, but whenever I'm
He's
going
cool.
through,
That's my guy.
yeah, yeah, whenever I'm going through sort of a rough patch, he's always there. He's always helping me. He always has a listening ear for me. If I
Right.
just need a hug, he's just there. And I think that's the thing that matters the most. Like, there are sometimes, as well, I can't speak for everybody, I'm going to speak for myself, but there's sometimes for me when I just can't deal with people.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be bothered, but just having him there sitting beside me and just ready to be there for me in whatever way I need for that to be is a
Right.
lot. And I think that's what a lot of people need, is to have a good, strong, sound support system.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. So what is your graduation's coming up, right? Graduation's coming up. Who and you
Yeah.
said you want to help our people. So
Yeah.
in what way do you have a certain demographic that that you feel like is your target group that you what do you
Yeah, for
think?
sure. For sure. Coming into state, I've always said that when I want to help people of low SES, because I feel like that's the people that need it the most as far as right now, because they don't have the resources available in their communities to know about what's out there for them.
Right.
And then along with that, I want to also have a little concentration on anxiety, sexual violence, depression, and everything like that. And with that, I think I do want to open up my own private practice.
Right.
And for my private practice, I kind of want it to be, I don't want it to be traditional counseling, because I feel like with our people and with people of color, traditional counseling may not be the way to go because of how taboo it is to talk about.
Right.
So I want to be there for them however I can, however they need me. So if they want to go outside and go for a little wellness walk, we can do that. If they want to play basketball, we can do that, tennis, whatever it looks like for them. I want to be able to do that for them so they can feel as comfortable as possible, because I feel like not everybody is comfortable just sitting across from someone and just like talking about whatever needs to be talked about.
That's true. That's true. There are different ways, different approaches that need to be taken to, you know, help
Yeah.
people. So that's special. That's special. That's special. What where do we find you? How do we stay in touch with Amber Hicks over the next few
Um,
months?
well, I guess the only thing would be is kind of Instagram and on Facebook if need be. My Instagram is amber.simone, Simone, and then my Facebook is Amber Simone Hicks.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
That's all I have. Yeah.
Well, Amber, we we appreciate you. You know, we appreciate you. We appreciate you taking the time to just tell us a little bit about yourself, your goals, what you have in store, and just your passion for your people, your community, which is much needed, necessary. So that's Ideal Me for today. Amber Hicks, I'm Lamar Whitby, and we'll see you when we see you.
Hi.
Thank you, Amber.